After 64,300,000 miles, we have entered the Valley of the Great Salt Lake, or whatever it's called.
Utah Lake.
Well, we've entered, and we kind of know where we are, and that's an interesting feeling.
Yeah.
After all this, we didn't hop off a plane. We drove through a canyon, and it opened up, and now we're here after just a long drive, long days of driving.
James and I have a lot of experience with road trips. In 2016, we drove across the country to move to Utah, and now we're on our next big adventure project. James and I just bought a car, and to be quite honest, it's been somewhat of a burden. Hi guys. We haven't explained very much of what is going on at all. Basically, what we ended up doing was we got a car for super cheap. We got a salvage title car. These last few days have been spent at the DMV, garages, all sorts of places, and it's exciting, but I will be so much more excited once we can just drive it comfortably. Our biggest burden that we're dealing with now, hopefully we're at the end of this whole drama, is the air conditioning. So we think we need a compressor, and after we get the compressor, everything will be done, and we can go on our first actual trip. But good news, we're not driving illegally. Car has insurance, car has license tag thing. I've got not South Carolina, Utah driver's license. It's official. I'm not gonna show it to you because then you'll steal my identity. What was that face? How are you feeling about all this, James?
I'm feeling pretty good. I think we're in a good spot. I think we have a little bit left to do on this project before it's done. The only thing I'm worried about is that the hole of what is left to be fixed on this car is deeper than we think it is.
Yeah, hopefully
we find more problems. But I think we should be near the end.
Hopefully it's a shallow hole.
Correct.
Hi.
What?
Hi.
Hi.
We haven't had the opportunity to go on a proper adventure in this vehicle. Why the heck did we get it?
Because that is the end goal, is to go on a proper adventure that can be extended with this vehicle. Any more questions? One of the issues with our current car is it's very difficult, not impossible, but very difficult to sleep in it. Christina has done it before. It is not something that seems like a lot of fun, not something you would want to do frequently. What we wanted was sort of a mobile headquarters, and that is one of the reasons why we decided to get this new car.
So far, we've really mastered this part of Utah and a tiny bit of Idaho, but we're ready to go further. Over the next couple months and probably the next couple of years, we're going to start to explore more of the West. We're really interested in the Pacific Northwest area, definitely California. We really want to explore more of the desert and spend a lot of time just being desert rats. And we might escape the winter and head off to Baja to pretend we're surfers. It's kind of a dream of mine to be just a freaking ocean fish thing. All of this is going to start with us using this car as a home base, as James mentioned. I'm completely nervous and excited and anxious for whatever the heck is about to happen. James, I think we're about to drive through a dust storm.
Are we in Afghanistan?
This is so cool.
Crazy.
This is kind of exciting. It's like we're in Arizona.
See it flying in waves.
Yeah, that's horrifying, dude.
That's so gnarly looking.
Yeah, look at that, man. I don't know if you can tell. I have to color grade it a little bit different.
About this wind because we're in an open area.
Yeah.
But in the open plains of Antarctica, where there's nothing to break up the wind.
Yeah, that's probably why it goes so fast, yeah?
I think so. I think it has something to do with it.
That's National
And that would be freaking hectic because it's also below 0.
Yeah, that'd be the worst. Is the car waving around?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's horrifying.
We made our way 2 valleys over from the Salt Lake Valley. This is what the Salt Lake Valley was before it became the Salt Lake City Valley. So we chose to get an SUV and not a van, like a Sprinter van, which is very popular here in Utah. And one of the reasons why we didn't get a Sprinter van is, one, because a built-out Sprinter van is $75,000.
It's so expensive.
So we weren't quite ready for that expense yet. We didn't want to buy a rolling house. The other thing is because it's much more versatile in SUV.
Gas
Easy to get
mileage.
around, park, gas mileage, these things. Also, there are flies out here that I've never seen before. And I think we saw a sign about radioactive waste.
That's
and
what
I think they're radioactively mutated flies.
So, this is our Nissan. Goodbye, everybody.
All right.
We decided to buy a 2015 Nissan Pathfinder with 29,000 miles. We might do the breakdown of how much we spent, but the grille was broken, the headlight was broken, the AC condenser was broken, the AC compressor's broken, which might be expensive. That's the thing that we're waiting to see. The hood also was kind of
Apparently these are the best fog lights on this side of the Atlantic.
Do you have your knife on you?
Christina, you broke our car.
I know. Today is the day that we watch Christina get 17 stitches in her eye. This is the windshield. These are windshield wipers. 10 out of 10 would recommend it because when it rains, wipers are great.
Well, this is a great shot, Christina.
You're welcome. Show them the wheels. These are wheels. This is great because this is where we sit down. And then we've got the back seat. This is where all the magic happens. Do you get my jokes? It was very important to me to be able to separate my insane life on the road when we're traveling and a more wholesome, you know what, I live in a city life. So I wanted to be able to primarily keep the seats up and then we drop them down to create a bedroom. Hey guys. This is our life. This is gonna be our everything. Unlike the Honda Civic, we have room for both of us. James and I are rather large people. We're very long in length. Do you want your knife back?
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Might need that to attack a bear if they come around. Now I'm prepared! Carry on.
So this is going to be our mobile headquarters and I'm excited. We are in communications with a company that makes things for you to sleep on. They're
I'm being attacked by flies. Get away from my wife!
If you guys are new around here, feel free to subscribe. The mayhem just doesn't end here. Is that the phrase?
No, I think you made that one up. One of the things that was important is that I can lay down comfortably in here and I can move, rotate my body, pivot on the Y, Z, and X axis. And with this one, I can. Look at all this room. We can close it. I can fit my feet. I can fit my body. And I can, most importantly, fit my integrity in this car. It's not a Land Rover, but we freaking like this thing. Do you guys like this thing?
I feel like it's kind of underwhelming because it's not like, woo, a big camper van that costs $120,000 and it's not this Land Rover that breaks down all the time. But so far, I think I'm satisfied. Update in 6 months. Hopefully this car lasts us a minute or two. Today's the day we ruin our new vehicle.
This is gonna be fun.
It's kind of cool. We're trying to get close to that thing to get a good photo. Oh my gosh. James. Oh my God.
Channeling my brother.
Don't do it. Dude, that's nasty. Sketch. No sketch, what do you say?
It looks sketch, but the guy said there's footholds.
Yeah. Dude. So pretty.
So these guys were climbing up with us with that thing in their hand. And and they're about to throw it off.
Their buddies down there.
Wind is picking up.
Alright, go ahead whenever you're ready, guys.
All right.
I don't even know if this is a good
stop.
angle.
Is it the little black? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Okay, it's the next day. I smell like a wildfire. Why did I think of wildfire? I smell like a campfire, which can definitely turn into a wildfire if you're not safe. Guys, remember Smokey the Bear? Because after we watched the guys throw what looked like a mini fridge off of that rock, we stood by the fire with them for like 30 minutes or 45 minutes or so, just kind of talking about all the places to go visit in Utah and just all sorts of nature. We watched lightning. It was really magical. We just randomly met new friends by like filming them doing something crazy, and I think that was really cool. Yeah?
Yeah, and then the wind and the rain chased us away.
Yeah, the wind and the rain chased us away. James is my tripod right now. James, thank you so much for your steady
You're very
hand.
welcome for that. I'd love to just be of service if I can.
You're just a talent and a half, you know? So right now we're at a suspension bridge that he brought us to, but I wanted to end this video before we go on and shoot the other video that we're filming. If you haven't yet and you would like to see that next video that we're filming, subscribe. If you like what we're doing around here, we just are obsessed with traveling and just making fun videos. And if you're keen on that kind of adventure, hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notifications, because sometimes YouTube likes to notify you when we upload new videos. Aside from that, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you've made it this far, I appreciate your freaking faces. I'm excited to do this whole car camping journey. It's going to be a new experience. I'm glad to do it with you, dude. In more ways than one.
You do that.
Inappropriate.
What? How's that inappropriate?
I said in more ways than one.
Oh.
But guys, thank you so
Gross.
much for watching this video. Appreciate your face. Goodbye.